When every door closes. Have you ever stood at a door that just wouldn't open? You knocked. You waited. You prayed. You tried again and again. And the only answer you got was silence. That kind of silence doesn't just fill a room. It fills your chest. It fills your mind at 3 in the morning when you're staring at the ceiling wondering what went wrong, wondering if God even hears you anymore. Maybe you've done everything right. You showed up. You worked hard. You kept the faith. And still, the job didn't come through. The loan was denied. The door slammed shut. And now you're standing in a place you never planned to be, feeling more lost than you've ever felt in your life. But I need you to hear this today. The silence is not rejection. The closed door is not the end. In fact, throughout all of Scripture, the greatest miracles didn't happen in places of comfort and convenience. They happened in the wilderness. They happened when every human option ran out. They happened when the only thing left was God, and that was exactly enough. So if you're in that place right now, if every door has closed and you don't know where to turn, stay with me. Because what I'm about to share will change the way you see your story forever. The desert has a name for you. The wilderness. Just the word feels heavy, doesn't it? Dry. Lonely. Disorienting. When you're in it, you can't see the way forward. The familiar landmarks are gone. The people you thought would walk with you have moved on. And you're left with nothing but the sound of your own questions echoing back at you. But here's the truth that changed everything for me. The wilderness in the Bible was never a place of abandonment. It was always a place of preparation. Moses spent 40 years in the wilderness before he led a nation to freedom. Elijah ran into the wilderness when he was broken and burned out. And God met him there, not with a storm, not with fire, but with a still, small voice. Jesus himself was led by the Spirit into the wilderness before he began his greatest ministry. The wilderness is where God strips away everything you were leaning on, so you can finally lean on him. It's where he teaches you things you could never learn in a season of comfort. It's where he builds a depth in you that the easy times never could. And Psalm 23 verse 5 says something breathtaking. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Notice, the table isn't prepared after the wilderness. It's prepared in the middle of it. Right where you are. Right now. God is already setting your table. The door that closed saved your life. Let me ask you something. Think back to a time when something you desperately wanted didn't work out. A relationship that ended. A job you didn't get. A move that fell through. At the time, it felt like devastation. But looking back now, can you see how that closed door actually protected you? How it redirected you to something better, something truer, something you wouldn't trade for the world. Rejection is one of the hardest things a human heart can experience. We were wired for belonging, for acceptance, for open doors. So when rejection comes, it doesn't just sting, it cuts deep. It whispers lies. You're not good enough. You're not worthy. Nobody wants what you have to offer. And if we're not careful, we start to believe it. But God's economy works differently. What man calls rejection, God calls redirection. What the world calls a dead end, God calls a detour to destiny. Joseph's brothers rejected him and sold him into slavery. Pharaoh's wife falsely accused him and threw him into prison. Every door slammed shut. And yet, every single closed door was a step toward the throne room of Egypt and toward saving an entire nation. Your rejection is not random. It is purposeful. God is not caught off guard by what happened to you. He is using every closed door to write a story that will leave people breathless. Don't give up on the chapter you're in. Manna falls where logic fails. Can I talk to you about money for a moment? About the bills that are due. About the account that's running low. About the anxiety that hits you when you open your mailbox or check your phone and see another notification you didn't want to see. That financial pressure is real, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. But I want to take you back to one of the most remarkable moments in all of human history. 2 million people, 2 million, stuck in a desert with no grocery stores, no farms, no supply chain, no logical way to survive. And every morning, when the dew lifted, bread appeared on the ground. Manna from heaven. God literally rained food from the sky for 40 years in a desert. Here's what strikes me about that story. God didn't wait until they got to the promised land to provide. He provided in the wilderness, in the impossible place, in the place where every natural resource had run out. And he did it consistently, faithfully, miraculously, day after day after day. If you're in a financial wilderness right now, God knows your address. He knows exactly what you need and when you need it. His provision is not limited by your circumstances, your credit score, your job status, or your past mistakes. He fed people in a desert for 4 decades. He can take care of you too. Open your hands. Open your heart. Expect the manna. You were never meant to carry it alone. You've been strong for so long. Strong for your kids. Strong for your spouse. Strong for your parents, your co-workers, your friends. You've been the one who holds it together when everything is falling apart. You've mastered the art of saying, "I'm fine," when you are absolutely not fine. And behind closed doors, when the house is quiet and nobody's watching, you are exhausted. Not just physically tired, but soul tired. The kind of tired that sleep can't fix. The kind that builds up over months and years of carrying weights that were never meant for one person to carry alone. Can I just stop here and say, I see you. And more importantly, God sees you. Not the version of you that shows up strong for everyone else. The real you. The you that cries in the car before walking into the house. The you that hasn't told anyone how scared you actually are. Jesus said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Not, figure it out and then come to me. Not, get it together first. He said, come as you are, weary, burdened, broken, and he will give rest. Real rest. The kind that restores something deep inside you. The table God has prepared for you in the wilderness is not just about external provision. It's an invitation to stop running, to sit down, and to let the one who loves you most take the weight off your shoulders. You don't have to carry this anymore. Let him. The anchor holds when the storm rages. There's a reason the greatest stories in American history are about people who refused to quit. The pilgrims who crossed an ocean with nothing but faith and a vision. The men and women who built something out of nothing on soil that had no promises attached. The civil rights marchers who faced hatred and kept walking. The veterans who came home broken and still chose to rebuild. This nation was not built by people who gave up when things got hard, and neither will your story be. Faith is not the absence of fear. Let me say that again. Faith is not the absence of fear. Faith is looking fear in the face and choosing to move forward anyway because you know who walks beside you. Faith is not pretending the storm isn't real. It's trusting that the one who controls the wind and the waves has not lost control of your life. Peter walked on water, not because there was no storm, but because he kept his eyes on Jesus in the middle of one. The moment he looked at the waves, he sank. And Jesus didn't let him drown. He reached out his hand and pulled him back up. Whatever storm you're in right now, whatever wave is threatening to pull you under, keep your eyes on Jesus. Not on the circumstance. Not on the bank account. Not on what people are saying. On him. The anchor holds. The storm will pass. And when it does, you will stand on the other side as living proof that faith is stronger than fear. Your enemies will watch God honor you. I want you to picture something. Imagine sitting down at a beautifully prepared table, a feast spread out before you, every need met, every hunger satisfied. Now imagine that around that table, watching in disbelief, are everyone who ever doubted you. Everyone who said you'd never make it. The boss who let you go. The partner who walked away. The family member who whispered behind your back. The friend who stopped believing in you before you stopped believing in yourself. That is exactly what Psalm 23 verse 5 describes. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. God doesn't just restore you in private. He honors you publicly. He doesn't just bring you out of the wilderness. He seats you at a table right in front of the people who wrote you off. This is not about revenge. This is about testimony. Because when people see what God did in your life, when they see how you came back from something that should have broken you, they don't just admire you. They ask about your God. Your comeback becomes someone else's reason to believe. The table is being set right now. In the middle of your hardest season. In the middle of the doubt and the debt and the disappointment. God is already arranging the chairs, preparing the meal, planning your moment of honor. The people who counted you out are about to count the ways God showed up for you. Hold on. Your table is almost ready. Winter does not last forever. If you live anywhere in America where winter truly comes, where the snow piles up, where the trees go bare, where the cold gets into your bones, you know something that people in warmer climates sometimes forget. Winter is not permanent. No matter how long it lasts, no matter how deep the freeze goes, spring always comes. Always. And when spring comes, something remarkable happens. The trees that looked completely dead, stripped bare, no sign of life for months, suddenly burst into bloom. The ground that was frozen solid opens up and things begin to grow. What looked like death was actually dormancy. What looked like the end was actually preparation for an explosion of life. Your season of loss, your season of closed doors, your season of silence, it has an expiration date. God is not slow. He is not absent. He is not distracted. He is working beneath the surface of your life right now, in ways you cannot see, preparing something that is going to take your breath away when it breaks through. Ecclesiastes 3 says there is a time for everything, a time to plant and a time to harvest, a time to mourn and a time to dance. Your time of mourning is not your permanent address. It is a season. And seasons change. Don't let the length of winter convince you that spring isn't coming. Don't let the silence of today cause you to miss the song of tomorrow. The breakthrough is forming beneath the frozen ground of your life. It's closer than you think. Keep holding on. God knows your name. In a world of 8 billion people, it is so easy to feel invisible. To feel like your pain is too small to matter. To feel like everyone else's needs are louder, more urgent, more deserving of attention than yours. To wonder if anyone, even God, actually notices what you're going through. I want to speak directly to that feeling right now. That feeling is a lie. It is one of the oldest, cruelest lies that darkness whispers to hurting hearts. And it is not true. Isaiah 49 verses 15 to 16 records God saying something so intimate it almost doesn't seem possible. Can a mother forget the baby at her breast and have no compassion on the child she has borne? Though she may forget, I will not forget you. See, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. Engraved. Not written in pencil. Not saved in a file that might get deleted. Engraved on his hands. Permanent. Intentional. Unremovable. God knows your name. He knows the number of tears you've cried this week. In fact, Psalm 56 says he collects every single one in a bottle. He knows the exact weight of what you're carrying. He knows what you lost, what it cost you, and what it's going to take to restore it. And he has not checked out. He has not moved on. He has not forgotten the promises he made over your life. You are seen. You are known. You are loved beyond your ability to comprehend it. And the one who spoke the universe into existence has not stopped speaking over your future. The best is still ahead of you. We've walked through a lot together in this series. We've talked about the silence of closed doors, the loneliness of the wilderness, the sting of rejection, the anxiety of financial pressure, the exhaustion of carrying too much, the power of faith in the storm, the honor of a table prepared in front of your enemies, the certainty that seasons change, and the truth that you are not, and will never be, forgotten by God. And now I want to leave you with this final word: the best is still ahead of you. Not behind you. Not in some distant someday. Ahead. Right around the corner of your obedience. right on the other side of this wilderness. Right past the last closed door. Job lost everything, his health, his wealth, his children. He sat in the wilderness of suffering, and he wept, and he questioned. But the Bible says that at the end, God restored everything Job lost, and doubled it. The latter part of his life was greater than the first. That is God's pattern. He is a God of restoration. A God of more than enough. A God who takes what was meant to destroy you and turns it into the very thing that defines your greatness. So rise up. Lift your eyes. Set your shoulders. Your wilderness has not wasted you, it has prepared you. Your closed doors have not defeated you, they have directed you. And the table God is preparing for you? It is more beautiful, more abundant, and more glorious than anything you could have asked or imagined. The best is still ahead. Believe it. Walk toward it. Your story isn't over. If this message reached you at exactly the right moment, that's not a coincidence. Share this with someone who is in a wilderness season right now and needs to know they are not forgotten. Subscribe and follow for more faith-filled messages every week, because your breakthrough is worth showing up for. And leave a comment below. What door in your life are you trusting God to open? Let's believe together. You are not alone. We walk this journey side by side, and the table is already being prepared for you.